Hi there and welcome to Andy Robinson RC. Cheers for checking out the channel today and joining us on this episode. Okay, so we're back out filming another car today, and we are filming a 1991 Tamiya BearHawk. Now, this is about probably the third or fourth Tamiya BearHawk I've owned, and I always ended up having to move them on because I couldn't keep them. And I always regretted it, and I always bought another one again. But this time I've got this one. I've had it for a while now, but I've just not shown it here. And this I do aim not to part with, because I really do like the BearHawk. It's a kit Tamiya have not re-released at all. It's number 58093 and came out in about May 1991. And it ran for about 4 years, up until about 1995 was when you could last get hold of it. This came to me as a new built example, never been run as far as I'm aware. As you can see, it is pretty immaculate. Yeah, so it's all been never been used, so I should be the first person to use it. The only thing I've done to this since owning it is I put in a, you can see it there, a genuine new old stock black Tamiya sport tune motor, because I wanted something that was a bit sort of period looking for the buggy, but wanted something better than just a silver cam 540 in it. Other than that, it's bore raced, and the rest of it is as it would be out of the kit. Still got its friction dampers on, which are terrible. But the idea is we're going to give it a bit of a run today. Now, if you remember to a few other videos we did, I started to loosely do a bit of a series about Tamiya cars that were all original and you know, had their original equipment in and whatnot. We did the Tamiya Sand Rover and we did a Tamiya Madcap, so this sort of fits in with that theme, although I must confess that I've put in an ESC and modern receiver in here just so I don't have any 27 megahertz radio gear, so I put them in for ease, but it's still running on the original ACOM's AS11 servo, but the rest of the radio gear is still in place, which I'll hook up back after we've done this video. Anyway, I think that's a stunning car. Let us know what you think in the comments. It's probably not to everyone's taste. As I say, it's not been re-released yet, although it could be done, I suppose. But yeah, let's put it down and give it a bit of a blast and get it used. I say it's pretty bumpy on here for this. Shocks doing actually any suspension work, as you can see. Take it up there and we'll bring it back. It drives quite nicely. It's what you'd expect from the vintage Tamiya and pogo shots. Right, what we'll do is, just so you can have a look at the condition of it, is I'll just take the body shell off, and you can see inside it. Also, as well with these, as you know, if you find examples like this, oh dear, lost an aerial. If you manage to find examples like this and they've got these front tyres on, they are so hard to get hold of these days, a new pair. And again, they cost a fair few pennies if you manage to get a new set. Anyway, it's a bit crammed in there. As you can see, I've got a very small LRP AI ESC in there. It's the only one that I could find that I could cram in. with the other radio gear, and then I've got my receiver just plonked in there, my 2.4 gig receiver. But the rest of it, say, it's got all its original radio gear in. I just don't have a 27 megahertz transmitter for it. But as you see, it's all nice and new. And also on the BearHawks as well, they're known for a bit of a weak spot on the top there and on the bottom there as well. Now you can get braces for these 3D printed braces, which I've done to mine in the past, and I haven't done it on this one yet, but I might as well do that at some point. So I would like Tamiya to re-release this personally because I really love it, but I'd like to turn one of these into a bit of a period racer, and I don't think I'd do it with this one because it's in such good condition. I wouldn't want to damage it, but we will run it. So I'll put the body shell back on and we'll plonk it down again, and we can see it running a bit more. Also as well, I don't want to run this on the concrete or anything. I'm too scared of ruining these tyres that are on it. Anyway, let's give it one final blast before we wrap this video up. But yeah, I love the look of these. They look so like low slung, aggressive. There's not another Tamiya buggy that looks like the BearHawk to me. Though actually just realised what I said. If you get the Mad Fighter that's got the same body shell on with a wing, but generally there's nothing else that looks like the BearHawk. But yeah, it runs nicely. Pleased with it, and I'll say this will be going back up on the clean it off and put it back on the shelf for a bit. But yeah, I'm very pleased with it. I say I've had it for a while, and this is the first time it's been used. But yeah, just to pause a moment to look at it, and it's just such a cool looking buggy. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you make of the Tamiya BearHawk? Would you like to see it again, or would you rather see the Falcon, which shares the same chassis? So we'll take it up here, and then we'll bring it back. And we'll wrap this video up here. Right, okay, so cheers for joining us on this one. Hope you enjoyed seeing this classic buggy going around, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and cheers for checking this one out and joining us on the channel. Also, just to let you know, if you saw our unboxing video on the Porsche 934 50th anniversary edition, I've started the build, so I'm hoping we'll have that done relatively soon and we can get that one out running for you. But yeah, the Tamiya BearHawk from 1991. Alright, look after yourselves, take care, and cheers for checking this one out. See you later guys, bye.